with guys one-on-one on the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum speed.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing. Takes it the other way.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college ball. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back street right in behind them and pick up the first.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Looking left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break. The first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Cole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On the move, it's Cobb. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You're at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Hand off from the gun.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They'll go to the fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, gets you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the gun, the right into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that. So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
What will they dial up on 2nd and go? Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Hawkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved, the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. And it's Hawkins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a 1st down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
North Texas will try to pick up the 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. North Texas has it going to work with another. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Texas.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half at heaps, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make things just right with a big play coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt. Look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the... Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pick that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back on. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season when he put that defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up fourth.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving. Here's a heat. Forced out of the pocket. He's in open space downfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now they're
going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're looking to throw on second and short. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Okay. I got you.
And a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarter.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. The give out of the gun. Taking it the other way. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear...
There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cobb. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to the offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football, try to ice this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
On moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, running back on the move.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this...
Got room on the return. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Being in better